VK5PEZ. N6CAL.
Okay, JTK, KB9 VZU. KB9 VZU, KJTK. Alright, brother, I made it in here right under the gun at 10 o'clock and ready to go. Any announcements or anything before we get started? Just the usual net announcements. They're having an extended version of the solar report, but the show's still going on. I think it started kind of late, so this might be another late one. Alright. Let me check and see if Alan's in there. VK5PBZ, Alan, are you in there this evening with us on 14 Charlie?
Bravo 9, Victor Zulu uniform. Very good evening to you and Terry today. Good evening to Jeff. Got our pen ready there, Dave. Go ahead.
Alright, I just slipped in here under the gun and want to check with you guys, make sure you didn't have any announcements or anything. And I don't care, I'll take a couple of check-ins here to start it off, and then I'll pass it over to you, Alan, and we'll finish up with Jeff, if that's okay. Do you have any announcements or anything before we get started, Alan?
No announcements and no traffic there today, so go ahead.
Alright, we'll take a standby here on 14 Charlie for just a few seconds here. If anyone needs to use 14 Charlie before we get started with the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net, feel free to use 14 Charlie. We'll give you a break here if you need to use the reflector. KB9 VZU standing by, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Okay, hearing no one further effector, we'll call CQ. Good evening and welcome to the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net. This net is held each Wednesday evening on or about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this same reflector, 14 Charlotte. This is an open net, but a controlled net. At any time, a station may break into this net to pass emergency traffic. Are there any stations with emergency traffic? If so, call now. Okay, hearing none, we'll go ahead and continue with the net. The purpose of this net is to promote ham radio, provide D-Star related information and news, give D-Star capable amateurs the opportunity to improve their communications, and just have fun and talk about the show on Ham Nation's recording this evening. It's still going on as we're speaking. Net control operator for this evening is myself, KB9VZU. My handle's Dave. I'm in Newcastle, Indiana. I'll take the first round of check-ins. I've got a couple of quick keys I'll acknowledge. Second up will be VK5PBZ Alan in Tomby Bay, Australia. We'll take some check-ins and then pass it over to KAJTK. He's the ARRL Technical Coordinator for Ohio, also the creator of our HamNationDStar.net webpage. HamNationDStar.net webpage. I'll go ahead and acknowledge N6CAL as a quick key check-in prior to starting. N6CZE also as a quick key check-in. So we'll run up to N6CAL. Any comments you have about the show, D-Star related information, or anything you want to talk about? Go ahead. Reflector 14, Charlie, is yours.
Hey everybody on the net, this is N6CAL Lee. I didn't really mean to key up. I kind of think I hit that with my arm. But I'm always on here listening. I have participated in some questions before. But yeah, on the net tonight, kind of listening. Maybe as it progresses, I'll have something more to add. But just sitting here monitoring night, and thanks for having me on the net here.
All right, fine business. Thanks for taking time out of your evening there to check in with us and have some comments there for us here on the net. Always a pleasure to have you in there. And we'll look for you next week, too. Let's run over to N6CZE. Any comments he might have or any D-Star related information or news? Go ahead, 14 Charlie's yours.
Well, a very good evening to you, sir, and everyone on the net. N6CZE here, Gary in Montclair, California. And I like the part about the AH4 wire tuners. You know, I have a motorhome, and we use one on that. We use what we consider like an inverted L. It goes up the back of the motorhome, and then about 2 to 3 feet above the roof, we have a wire the full length of the motorhome. And with a little 706 ICOM, you simply touch the mic and it automatically tunes every band from 6 meters to 75. So you can, instead of mess around with a screwdriver antenna where you're trying to watch the tune and everything, this just tunes like 1 second. It's instantly 1-to-1. When we get where we're going, we put up a couple of 32-foot poles and run about 100 feet of wire. And it's just about the equivalent of running an amplifier, only it does the same thing on receive. So really a big improvement. Works great. Just kind of foolproof. It won't let you do anything wrong because the SWR is too high at tunes anyway. So it's a great little system. And for those of you guys that have a motorhome or a trailer or something, or even at the house, it's something to consider. As long as you're running 100 watts, it doesn't like big power. But anyway, great show tonight. We're still watching it. So back to you, sir, and thank you for doing the net. N6CZE.
All right, sir. Fine comments, well received there, and thanks for that information. I was thinking about doing one of those screwdriver antennas there at one point, but I kind of stumbled on D-Star and have a DVAP. I kind of got away from that. So if I get my IE7100, I'm looking for, I'll probably go the screwdriver antenna route after that. But so far, Santa Claus hasn't been that good to me yet, but maybe this year. Thanks for being there. We'll look for you next week, too. You be careful, and thanks for checking in with us. Brings us down to the bottom of the list. Anyone else wishing to check in with this edition of the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net here on Reflector 14, Charlie? Please call now.
K9 ATX, Andy.
KF5ZBL.
KF5ZEL.
All right, let me take those three stations here. I had K9PTF, K9ATX, I believe it was, KF5ZBL, Bill there in Dallas, Texas. We'll run back up top of the list with K9PTF. Comments for the net tonight on 14 Charlie, Ham Nation, D-Stripe, for Shonak. Go ahead.
This is K9 PTF Paul in Chelsea, Alabama. Really enjoyed George again tonight. I never really understood tubes, and he's making it so that I do, and I really appreciate that. I think that's about it tonight. I'm just going to be really quick in and quick out, so back to net controller, and thank you for taking my check-in. Thank you for all you do for ham radio.
Well, we think you taking time out of your evening to check in with us each week, too. Can you give me the information on your Tuesday night Alabama net one more time, please?
Sure, no problem. The Alabama D-Star net meets at 8:30 Central Time on Reflector 58 Bravo, and that's the voice check-in. And we do early check-ins on DRAT starting at 8 o'clock or 2000 hours Central Time. And that's on Ratflector, alabama.ratflector.com.
Okay, thank you for the information. I was checking in with you last evening, and something came up, and run a little short on my work location, and I had to go in and cover some folks. But sounds like my burglar alarm's got something going on outside. There's my beagle going off there. You must be seeing something out there. But thanks for checking in with me. We'll check out K9ATX. Any comments you have about the Ham Nation show or anything D-Star related you want to talk about? Go ahead.
I have never been a net from K9ATX near Milwaukee. I have been on here for a fair amount of time. There's just too much going on and not enough time to be doing it. But I thought I'd check in here tonight. I sure like the transmitter project, and I don't know. I'm thinking about possibly doing it in the future. And I just wonder if George is, or if Bob is going to come up with a complimentary receiver for the thing or whatever. That would probably be kind of neat. Either tunable or maybe crystal controlled somehow without overdoing, the circuitry. Well, other than that, we just been going along up here and not doing too much on D-Star. I've been mostly on HF and with the digital stuff now, so we're keeping me out of trouble with that. And one thing, Dave, your audio seems to be kind of on the low side. Everybody else seems to be coming in louder, so I don't know what the situation is down there, but you might want to tweak it up a little. Probably wouldn't be the worst. So that's about it for up here in Pewaukee from K9ATX.
All right, I put the mic a little closer to me there. I've got about my third year of use out of this HTH headset I'm using. One was Heil $26 special, so I've got my third year use out of it. I may be in the process of having to replace this, but is that better on the audio?
Yes, that brought it up considerably. Go ahead.
All right, just didn't have it close enough to the old mouthpiece there. Sorry about that. Got to take care of it. Did you happen to partake with anything Oshkosh-wise that went on last week?
No, I didn't, although we're up that way for a funeral, unfortunately. And a couple of times I had tried to tune around on HF down here, hoping to maybe hear somebody from the ham radio station that's up there, but at least in my time frame, I didn't hear anything. We try to stay away from events like that. There's just too many people, and the traffic is so terrible, and I'd sooner be sitting back here in the lawn chair and having a few and watching the planes fly overhead coming back from Oshkosh, because they kind of shoot their way over this way, going south, it seems like. Or maybe head to the Waukesha airport or whatever. Go ahead.
Now, I totally understand. I did public service all my life, and I can't relax whenever I go to anything anymore. Their heads on a swivel and watching everybody, and just, I don't know, I only spent about 4 or 5 hours at Dayton Saturday whenever we all got together. I got what I needed to get done, taken care of pretty quick, and did the Ham Nation town hall meeting, and was heading out pretty much after that. It started raining a little bit too. I want to make sure I got home okay off of the weather there. But thanks for being there. Good to hear from you, and thanks for the Milwaukee information there too. And we'll look for you next week. I'll take a quick key there from KG5FEH. I'll come back to you right after our check-in with KF5ZBL Bill there in Dallas. How are you doing this evening? Good evening, David. Everyone else on that. KF5ZBL Bill here in Dallas, Texas. Currently 77 degrees. So I think the good old cool front came through and brought some rain and brought some cool weather. So we were enjoying that. So other than that, watching the show now as it's getting close to its end, and I really enjoyed it tonight. Just got to learn a little bit more about tubes and how they work. So that was kind of interesting. So. And I always like to see Taos Cove and get all that weather, storm weather going. So, other than that, that's about it. I'll send it back next. KFI, ZBL. All right, Bill, and thanks for checking in with us each week. It's always a pleasure to hear from you there and get your comments on the net. Put that call sign in the logbook. So, look for you next week. You have a good, safe week coming in here, and we'll get with you next week. All right, let's try KG5FEH. I think that sounds like a new call sign for me there. KG5FEH. Go ahead. Any comments you have or anything you want to talk about D-Star related or Ham Nation-wise? Go ahead. All right, one more call there for KG5FEH. All right, nothing heard. That brings us down to the bottom of the list. Anyone else wishing to check into this edition of the Ham Nation D-Star After Show? And that'll take a couple more check-ins, and I'll pass it way over to Tommy Bay, Australia. So we'll take a couple more check-ins here.
Yep.
Oh, Charlie 9, Mike Echo Charlie.
All right, there's my couple. I had WR1 station. I didn't get the suffix. I'll go to you first. KC9MEC. I've got you in here, and we'll come to you next. So the WR1 station. Go ahead and give us your comments there. And if it's your first time checking in with us, make sure to check out HamNationDStar.net. HamNationDStar.net. Wonderful web page there. Help you enjoy your D-Star hobby a little bit more. But the WR1 station, go ahead.
K.
This is Whiskey Romeo 1 uniform. Named Gary in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Didn't get to see the show tonight. I'll probably catch it on the podcast, but I'm currently portable, walking into work, using my Shark RF open spot, which is actually connected back to my repeater, which is a KV1 ZDR Module V repeater. So, just wanted to check in, say hello to everyone, and after tonight I'm on vacation for 10 days, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So I'll send it back to Net Control, WR1U.
Well, fine business, and congratulations on the vacation. I hope you have some joyful downtime there and able to kind of relax. And sounds like you're going in to do a graveyard shift here this evening, so Take care of yourself, and thanks for turning your repeater over to us here on 14 Charlie for the Ham Nation D-Strap show. That too, we appreciate that. We'll put your call sign in the logbook and look for you next week too. Be careful, and don't forget to take your radio with you on vacation. I've really got a lot of enjoyment doing that. So we'll be here next Wednesday if you want to spend a couple minutes with us. KC9MEC, KC9MEC. Any comments you have about the Ham Nation show or anything you want to talk about? Go ahead. Kilo Charlie 9, Mike Echo Charlie. Kilo Charlie 9, Mike Echo Charlie. Go ahead, 14 Charlie's yours for comments on the Ham Nation show or anything D-Star related. Go ahead. All right, not hearing anything. I'll go ahead and add that call sign to the logbook as a check-in. I did hear some audio there, so I'm not sure you may be having some connectability problems there or whatever, but we'll go ahead and pass this next round over to VK5PBZ, our friend there in Tommy Bay, Australia. Alan, go ahead and take it away, and I've got a good clean log starter.
Thank you very much, Dave. Very good evening to the station's radio checked in. The operator here is Alan. My call sign is 50 Kilo 5 Papa Bravo Zulu. My location is Tumby Bay. The capital city is Adelaide. When the stations check in, could you please call in phonetics and slowly? And I wish to, before I take any check-ins, I would like to have a contact with November 6, Charlie Zulu Echo. Are you about there, Gary? Go ahead. Okay, no response from Gary. Is there any station that wish to check into the Ham Nation DSO after show net? Go ahead.
November 0, Bravo Fox.
Very good evening to Steve. November 0, Bravo Fox. Do you have any comments so far about the show? Go ahead.
Yes, Alan, this is N0PF. Thanks for running the net tonight, and good to hear you there from down under. This is Steve in Loveland, Colorado, using a dongle tonight, and it's a beautiful night here in Colorado. The temperature is about 70 outside, 70 Fahrenheit, and just a beautiful evening. It did not get too warm today here, so there's a little bit of a cooling trend coming through. I guess a touch of fall in the air. Anyway, so I watched a little bit of the Ham Nation tonight on the computer, and I thought it was kind of fun to watch about the old tubes there. I've been a ham for many years, and there was a time when I did use tubes, so it was kind of fun to get a review of that. I have not built a pine board transmitter, but it's kind of fun to watch them working on it. I don't know. I've decided whether I'm going to build one or not. I've built things like that when I was a kid. And now that I'm 70, I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying the Flex radio. But anyway, it's kind of fun to watch that stuff. And, of course, I like D-Star. I enjoyed the rest of the show as well. And, I like the discussion about the atmospherics there. Anyway, about the propagation. I guess I'll turn it back to you there. I hope you're having a good evening down under there. This is N0BF back to net.
Roger there, Steve. Always nice speaking to you there, and thanks for checking in and for comments there. just a little bit off of amateur radio. Well, it's not off of amateur radio because the weather has a lot to do with amateur radio. We had rain from midnight Monday night, midnight Wednesday night until around about 9 p.m. Last night. And we had the total amount that we get here in August in one day. In one day. So yesterday we got more than what we got for the total of August last year. Thanks for checking in there, SD. Any other station wish to check into the net, go ahead.
Hello.
November Kilo 8, Mike, very good evening. Do you have any comments for tonight's show so far? Go ahead.
Good evening. Unfortunately, I have not had the chance to check out the Ham Nation broadcast yet. I'll catch that later on the podcast. This is my first time checking into the Ham Nation after show net, and just wanted to say hello to everybody. I started with D-Star about a month ago and just got a hot spot for my truck. I drive tractor trailer for a living, so I'm able to go into the reflectors and everything no matter where I'm at now, as long as I've got cellular internet. But in any case, I wanted to say hello to everybody from, at the present time, I'm in Charleston, West Virginia. It's about 73 degrees Fahrenheit here, and just a beautiful night. Anyway, with that, I'll go ahead and say 7-3.
Okay, thanks very much for checking in there, Jamie. Welcome to D-Star. Welcome to the net. If you want more information, Kilo 8 Juliet Tango Kilo has got an excellent website up that tells us everything that's going on and everything that's new and everything that's coming up there. Very excellent, informative website. It's just Google Ham Nation D-Star.net there, Jamie. And when I see that you are a trucker there, are you an 18-wheeler or are you sort of got a lot more wheels there, Jamie? Go ahead.
I drive an 18-wheeler. I go from coast to coast in the United States.
Okay, there, Jamie. Yeah, I did that around about probably 45 years ago. I was driving a big milk tanker there. Went around to farms picking up milk there, and we've got trucks on our roads, our highway that runs past the town here with up to 42 wheels on them there, Jamie. They're big street. They're around about 2 to 3 trailers long there, and I think all up there they go around about 80 tonne, or a bit more there. Thanks for checking in there, Jamie. Any other station wish to check into the Ham Nation D-Star after show net, go ahead.
In
Whiskey Delta 5, Uniform Sierra Alpha.
Eagle Yankee 4, Golf Papa Delta.
Next up, I have November 4, Golf Lima Lima. Very good evening. Do you have any comments so far on the show? Go ahead.
November 4, Golf Lima Lima. This is Gary in South Alabama. Was a little late getting in here tonight. Actually forgot about it. Don't really have anything much. But just wanted to check in and say hello. So we'll give it back to Ned in 4GLL.
Well, thanks very much for checking in there, Gary. And hope that you enjoying D-Star right there. And that we'll hear from you again next week there. Dave will give you a rundown on what happens to your call signs as he takes them and posts them on the wiki there. Next station I have Whiskey 5 Uniform Sierra Alpha. Very good evening to you, Mike. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much, Alan, and I hope you're doing well. I did not get to watch the show tonight. Had some things I had to take care of at the house, kind of an emergency situation, and got all that corrected and at least get to check into the net. So thanks for doing what you do, and I will watch the show tomorrow at WD5 AUSA.
Roger there, Mike. Hope it wasn't too serious, your emergency situation there, and hope everything's turned out well for you there. And quickly, how's your foot there, Mike? Go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much for asking, Alan. I'm getting along real well. I just have to see the podiatrist every 3 months now, and he's extremely happy, and when he's happy, I'm happy. They said I might have some problems with my balance, missing a big toe, but I have not found that to be the problem, so I'm getting along real well.
3 KY4 GPD Kilo Yankee 4 Golf Papa Delta, Matt, Georgetown, Kentucky. No comment, no traffic.
Okay, on that station there. Okay, Mike, thanks for sharing that with us, and glad to know that it is a lot better for you there. Anyhow, we've headed from Kilo Yankee 4 Golf Papa Delta. Thanks very much for your comments. Is there any other station I wish to check into the net? So go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 9, Mike Echo Charlie, South Bend, Indiana, Gene.
K0OJ.
Good evening to Kilo Charlie 9, Mike Echo Charlie. Do you have any comments for tonight's show so far? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my first check-in on D-Star. I usually check in on DMR, but I just bought a new D-Star ICOM handheld, so we're giving a go at it. I checked in a little earlier, but my hotspot started going south, so I had to shift over to my open spot. So hopefully you're hearing me clearly. KC9MEC.
You're fine on your transmission there, Q5 on your transmission, and I did notice that you did check in earlier there. Thank you very much for checking in, and for the first time even on D-Star right there. hope you enjoy it there. Those hotspots are great there. Next station, Kilo Zero, Oscar Juliet. Very good evening. Do you have any traffic? Go ahead.
Well, hello again from up over, Alan. Well, a little bit cooler. We got a cool front that moved in, and it gave us some rain. I did get up to 90 degrees today, but for the next maybe week, we'll just be in the 80s, I think. Maybe high 70s, low 80s, somewhere in there. Love it. Oh, my goodness. Things people do these days. The stealing repeater stuff and all that rot. Oh, my. Well, anyway. Catch you next week. Can't think of much else. K0OJ.
Thank you very much for checking in, and the little PHD 74A Q5 on your audio there. Just a bit of a question. I don't know if any amateurs use watch the weather to their advantage there. I do this way. I look for the highs and the lows and the isobars that are sort of moving across me there, because they do give you an advantage over VHF, UHF, and HF there. Just a question there. Any other stations that wish to check into the Ham Nation Q-Star after showing that, so go ahead.
Number 9, call X-Ray Indy.
November 9, Golf X-Ray India. Very good evening to you. Thanks for checking in. Do you have any comments? So go ahead.
Yeah, hello there. Hello. I really enjoyed. I was trying to watch the show today because I've got stuff to do tomorrow, so I wanted to see what was happening. And I really liked the first part when we're talking about the antenna tuners. That was very interesting. And even though I have an antenna tuner on my radio, still learned some stuff that I didn't know before. Over.
Okay, thanks for checking in. And you certainly learn a lot for the shows there. I thoroughly enjoy them there, and good on to the guys there that give us their time and sort of letting us know what we don't know there. Thanks for checking in and your comments. Any other station wish to check in, go ahead.
KA5BLV WB4LYV.
Okay, I have two stations there. I have Kilo Alpha 5, Delta Lima Victor. Very good evening, go ahead.
Yes, good evening, Ed and Nick Control. My name here is Bruce in Northwest Florida, Florida Panhandle. Florida Panhandle. Just listening in, Tom Iron. Back to control for KA5 Delta Lima Victor.
Okay, thanks for checking in there, Bruce. I don't recognise the call sign. Is this your first time there, Bruce? Go ahead.
Negative. I've checked in maybe 4, 5, 6 times over the past 3 months.
Okay, probably be the first time I've spoken to you. I'm not too sure. I have seen your moments there, Bruce. So nice talking to you, and thanks for your comments. Next station I have Whiskey Delta 4, Lima Yankee Victor. Very good evening. Do you have any comments? Go ahead.
Okay, good evening. This is Whiskey Delta 4, Lima Yankee Victor. And we did watch the show tonight, and thought it was very interesting. Enjoyed the the segment on the solar activities to kind of put in perspective what's going on band. My name is Wayne, Whiskey Alpha Yankee November Echo, and I am in Sycamore, Georgia. And accompanying you on a TH-74, a THC-74 with a short RF hotspot here to access the reflect. This is WD4LY.
Okay, there, Wayne. I'm having a seniors moment again this way. Your call sign doesn't look familiar. Is this your first time, or maybe the first time with me there, Wayne? Go ahead.
Okay, this is my first time connecting in. I've had these stores for a while, but just never went the second step because for a couple of years I run a dongle that always has the computer tied up doing other stuff. But this is my first time, and I do a lot of operating on the new experimental FT8 mode on WSKTX. I've been very active on there, working a lot of VK and ZLN down in Oceania, in that section of the world, here in the last week on 40 meters.
Okay, Wayne, thank you for giving me the pleasure of speaking to you for the first time on the net there. Welcome to D-Star. Welcome to the net. And if you go into your browser and put in hamnationdStar.net, Jeff, Kilo 8 Juliet Tango Kilo, has got a very excellent website up and running. And what's not on that website is probably not known there, Wayne. And just for information, your audio is a little bit down there. Okay, I've had my run of check-ins there. Thanks very much for checking in with me. Thanks for calling slowly and phonetics. I'll be standing by. And the next operator is Kilo 8, Juliet Tango Kilo. Very good evening to you there, Jeff. Go ahead.
Thank you, Alan, very much. Thanks for taking those check-ins there. This is, of course, the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net, right here on Reflector 14 Charlie. Before we take some more check-ins, I'll announce that the other After Show Nets are going on. There are 2 on HF. If you have 20 meters, 14273. That's 14273. Kevin said he's down on 7192. That's 7192. If you have 40 meters. Echolink is on Star Dewdrop and Star, node number 355800. And if you have DMR, there is the net on Tech 311, otherwise known as Talk Group 311. And we encourage anyone able to check into those nets to do so and show your support for those nets as well. This is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net. Anyone at all wishing to check in, please call KHATK now.
Kilo Mike 4, Whiskey Sierra Juliet.
N3YGH.
Alright, looks like we have two stations. We got the regular check-in there, that's Pierre, KM4WSJ, and I have a Kia from N3YGH. So with those two, we'll go to the top of the list here and say hello to Pierre. And see if you have any comments about the show tonight or anything you'd like to share with the net.
Hey, good evening. It's KM4WSJ in Neptune Beach, Florida. And nice to talk to you again. And I watched the show tonight, parts of it. I had to get up a few times, but pretty amazing that story from Amanda about the people stealing the copper. I never realized it was such little. Copper was such a hot commodity. I guess people steal anything for a few bucks these days. But no, I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to go back and watch the podcast when it comes out and fill in the gaps I missed. But always a great show, and really enjoy it, and look forward to the one next Wednesday. So thanks for checking me in. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again. Have a great evening. KM4WSJ.
Yeah, I'll for sure have to go back and watch that because I didn't catch Amanda's segment there. And yeah, I know it was hot for a while, but I hadn't heard anything. And I'd heard of power outages and things like that, and internet outages because people thought that the lines they were cutting were copper, but ended up being fiber. So But yeah, anything for a buck there. But anyway, Pierre, thanks for checking in and being a supporter of our net here in Ham Nation. Next on the list, I have N3YGH.
Yeah, N3YGH. Name's Carl. We're in northeastern Pennsylvania. And, yeah, I really enjoyed the show tonight. Knew about the copper issues, but didn't know that it had gone to the towers. I've heard about construction sites having those issues. Really enjoyed the segment, too, with Dr. Tamitha Skov. You really just don't understand the power of that sun until you see what effects it can have on, especially to modern-day society. So, again, love the show. Been watching it for a while now. It's the reason I upgraded my license, and thanks for the checking me in. And back over to Net Control. N3YGH clear.
All right, Carl. Well, very good, and we're happy to have you up here on Digital and D-Star. If you haven't checked out our website yet, hamnationdStar.net. We have a bunch of good information, not only about D-Star, but the other after show nets and how to find all the stuff for Ham Nation in regards to the podcast and how to find the check-ins, all that stuff. hamnationdStar.net. And yeah, you're next door. You're kind of on the other side of the state from me, but I'm in Ohio, so hello from
Ohio nonetheless. Thanks for checking in, and we're happy to have you here, and you can come back and join us again next week. We get started about 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific right here in 14 Charlotte. With that, do we have anyone else that would like to get checked in for the Ham Nation D-Star After Show net? Please call KJTK now.
HB9FUI.
Kilowatt Bravo Zero at the Kilo John Muscatine checking in. Maybe.
Alright, picked up two more. HB9FUI. Welcome back, Lieutenant. I believe you've checked in quite often. And KB0VK also got you in there. First up, HB9FUI. Did you catch Ham Nation tonight? And do you have anything you'd like to share tonight?
Yes, hello, HB9FUI. My name is between Lausanne and Geneva Lake in Switzerland. Yeah, I've watched the whole show of Ham Nation. It was very interesting. So that story is very amazing. We have the same here in Switzerland with train copper, the copper for the train, for electric lines, for electric pole, for the trains, the Swiss train. It was stolen here in Geneva too. It was remembering this. I think the antenna tuner was very interesting by George W5DDX, so very nice. I just want to try to catch the 20 and 40 meters from Switzerland with a small loop antenna, but I don't have exactly frequency. We have the frequency of this of the net, Ham Nation, not D-Star, the net, 20 nets on 40 meter nets. So this is HB9FUI for KAGTK.
Yeah, Pascal, I got you in there. You had some packet loss on your signal there, but we got most of it there. You can try and get to the 20 and 40 meter net. The 40 meter net is 7192. That's 7192. He's in Florida. That's probably going to be your best bet to get into one of the after show nets. However, Steve, who does the 20 meter net, 14273. That's 14273. He is all the way in West Washington, so he's on the far west coast of the United States. So you're probably not going to get in with them, but you can try nonetheless. Again, 7192 and 14273. Did you copy all that?
I'm going to try. I'm listening with a web SDR for the station, the station in Pennsylvania, I think, SDR.org, on the east coast of the U.S. I've just listened to, and I couldn't catch the 7192 from Florida. I'll try with my Alex Luke antenna on the Room HF radio. I'm going to try this in a few minutes. Thank you very much for the frequency. This is HB9FUI. Have a nice day, or maybe the next time for the next Ham Nation show.
All right, Pascal, very good. Yeah, you got a lot of packet loss on your internet there. It was I could still copy you and everything and make out what you're saying, but it wasn't clean at all. And just so you know, but yeah, if you're doing one of those remote rigs in Pennsylvania or something like that, you should be able to get in with the 40 meter net, no problem, and probably even 20, depending if they have a beam or what their setup is. I haven't tried tuning in any of them myself, so I'm not sure how well they're getting into or how the band conditions are tonight. But usually Kevin has no problem getting into Ohio here, which is just next door. But nonetheless, thanks for checking in, and we'll see. Do we have anyone else that would like to check into the Ham Nation D-Star After Show net? Please call KJTK now.
K1DDM, Amanda.
All right, very good. We got Amanda in there, and we probably have Jeff, so I'll throw him on the list. And how you doing tonight, Amanda? Go ahead and take it. K1DDN from CJTK.
Hey, good evening, Jeff, and everyone else. And I know that I made this story kind of comical, but I really want people to be safe about going up to your tower sites to fix things, because this could have been a serious issue had we not known having security cats. Somebody was that serious about ripping off all of our stuff, and the danger they were being armed and on meth at the same time. So please be careful, you guys. When your repeater just instantly goes down and you don't know why, be a little cautious about it. Other than that, San Francisco's segment was wonderful, and it's kind of creepy. Somebody pointed out on chat that it's interesting that those two same episodes happened almost on the same day but years apart. Not pretty interesting too. So other than that, we really missed Bob tonight. We're always looking forward to the Pine Board project, and we really appreciate George explaining what he did tonight. So other than that, and Jeff is on the phone, so he can't join in, but put him on the list for sure. So back to you, Jeff. K1TVN.
All right, Amanda, you got it. Yeah, I didn't catch the story there, so I will have to go back and listen. And for everyone else out there, you can go up to hamnationdStar.net, and we have all the ways that you can catch the replays and YouTube links and all that kind of stuff up there on the website to hear Amanda's story of what happened to their repeater site. So I will be downloading that as well. But Amanda, thanks for checking in, and we'll also put Jeff on the list, no problem there, K0JSC. Alright, with that, we're kind of slowing down here, so I'll put it in the last call for late check-ins, additional check-ins, or anyone that has anything for the good of the net. This is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net. If you would like to check in or have additional comments, please call now.
KV0VK, John Muscatine. Hello?
I'm sorry, John. I think I skipped over you. I had you on the list, but I, for some reason, moved on. Go ahead and take it. KP0VK.
Well, I haven't learned how to do this radio stuff that well. I hate anybody's digital stuff. But I want to see the carpet caper on. I want to figure out how you can see that on the website or the Facebook page for Ham Nation. I want to see that. That'd be quite the thing to watch. Over.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were going to post it or anything like that. More than likely, they'll probably turn it over to the authorities to help track down who it is or turn it over as evidence. So, not sure if they'll be posting it there, but yeah, people will do stupid stuff, and people are stupid. So, you got all that. But we got you checked in. Thanks for reminding me that you did check in there. Last call for late check-ins, additional, or anyone that has any additional comments. Please call KJTK now.
K8 JTK, KM5 Tango Charlie, Mike in Louisa, Texas.
All right, probably the last check-in for this evening will be Mike there, KM5TC. Looks like a new call sign to the net, so this is your first time checking in, welcome to the net. Let us know where you're at and how you heard of Ham Nation and all that kind of good stuff. If you would like to share that, and if you have any comments about the show, go ahead and take it. KM5TC from KJ today.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. First time to check in to Ham Nation D-Star.net. Relatively new to D-Star, I think about 3 weeks tomorrow. Really enjoying this aspect of VHF, UHF for amateur radio. Actually in Lubbock, Texas, 65 miles north of our home
and just really enjoying this. I come in very obviously very late on the net here, so we'll try to do a little better the next go around next week. Everything's top shelf, so with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control, and appreciate you taking my call. K8 JTK KM5 TC Mike in Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, not a problem, Mike. We got you in there, and we usually wrap the net up when check-ins slow down and nobody else is called in. So we got you on the list, and appreciate you taking time to join us on the net here, and welcome to D-Star. If you haven't checked out our website yet, hamnationdStar.net, got a bunch of good things linked up there for you. In particular, I found on the D-Star info website, the D-Star calculator really helped me understand what was going on in the network when different commands were being run. It was mainly for how to program the older radios, like I have a 2820 here, and that's what I'm using, which had to be all programmed to listen to, this point-and-click kind of thing. But nonetheless, it really helped me understand what the network was doing and what was happening with the various commands. But we got a lot of good stuff up there. HamNation.net. All right, one last call. Anybody else before we wrap it up? This is the Ham Nation D-Star After Show Net. Please call now.
WD5, the USA recheck.
All right, Mike, go ahead. WD5, USA.
Oh, thank you very much. Quick question. I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong, but when I go to watching it live, apparently doesn't count for the count for TWiT, as I understand it. But if you go and record it the next day or watch it the next day, it does count. Am I off base or something? And the follow-up question is, if that's true, where do I need to go to tape it or watch it? Can I do it on the website? Do I need to go to TWiT TV? Can I do it off of YouTube so it'll count?
Yeah, good question, Mike. I kind of have a little bit of a write-up on the homepage, I believe, of HamNationStar.net. But basically, the idea is, at least the way Leo described it some time ago, I'm assuming it's still true because I haven't heard anything to the contrary or anything newer. Basically, anybody that watches the live stream on TWiT, they cannot count as a viewer to the program. But the way that they can really keep track of who's downloading, who's watching the show, is when you watch any of the replays. We have a link up on the site under the TWiT menu that says how to watch and listen to TWiT. So if you go to any of those and Ham Nation is listed, either download it or start streaming it however you're able to do it. You can go there and find out all the different ways. And they have all the applications listed. I'm an Android user, so I use the application called Pocket Cast. And anytime there's a new show posted to the feed, I can have it enabled where it'll just automatically download the show, and then I can watch it whenever I'm able to, usually at work. So if you go to how to watch and listen to TWiT link up on our website, HamNationDStar.net, using any of those resources to download or stream the show live will count as a view. Anything else?
No, thank you very much, and that covered it. So I think I've been doing it all right, so I'll get it counted. Just wanted to make sure if I needed to do something different that I would, and I will go to the website and take a look at that. Thank you very much, and good hearing you on tonight. WD5 USA.
Yeah, no problem. And like I said, I don't know if anything is new or changed since then. That's the way it was described at least a couple of years ago when they were posting the Inside Twitch shows on one of their YouTube channels. So that's how I found that information there. But yeah, if you just go to any of those, whether you're using the Roku app, whether you're using anything to download or stream, podcast from your mobile device, all that'll count. So you're probably good. I think even YouTube counts, but I'm not 100% on that. But, thanks for the question, Mike. And with that, I'll announce just real quick the other after show notes: 7192, 14273. If you have HF capability. I have a feeling the DMRnet is probably wrapped up, but they're usually on TAC 311, otherwise known as Talk Group 31. And Exolink, star, dewdrop, in star, node 355 800. With that, I'll throw it up to Dave, keep an eye on BZU, and let him wrap the net up. 7-3.
All right, Jeff, thanks for that handoff. And there being no further business for the net, we'll go ahead and close this session of the Ham Nation D-Star After Show net. Please join us all again next Wednesday evening on about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the same reflector, 14 Charlie. On behalf of VK5 PBZ, Alan in Tomby Bay, Australia, KHJTK, Jeff there in Westlake, Ohio, myself, KB9VZU, I want to thank everyone for taking time to check in with us, and make sure to check out Jeff's webpage, hamnationdstar.net. Everyone have a safe and prosperous week, and we'll all join up there again next Wednesday evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm going QRT.
Just a quick one there, Dave. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, Alan. Go ahead, sir.
You're right there, Dave. I hope you and Terry are well. Good evening again. Just that query on that net that was mentioned there, Dave. Was that on reflector 58B or was it on 58C there, Dave?